Saudi Arabia and Iran have been waging proxy wars for regional dominance for decades. This rivalry has dragged the region into chaos and ignited Sunni-Shia conflict across the Middle East. Animosity between the two countries have been sharpened by a series of events, from the war in Syria and Yemen to the trial of strength in Iraq and Lebanon. But were Iran and Saudi Arabia always enemies? Before 1979, Iran and Saudi Arabia shared good diplomacy in the 1979 Iranian Revolution, which saw the pro-Western monarch Shah Mohammad Reza Pahlavi toppled and replaced by Ayatollah Khomeini.
There was a triumphant and tumultuous welcome in Tehran today by more than 1 million Iranians for the Ayatollah Khomeini, returning home from 15 years of exile.
The return of Khomeini marked a turning point in the Saudi-Iranian relationship. The Saudi regime, the self-proclaimed leader of the Sunni world, was alarmed by the presence of an Islamic revolution in the region. Khomeini openly opposed the idea of a monarchy as un-Islamic, drawing parallels between the Saudi monarch and the Shia of Iran. He was also hostile towards Western-backed governments, particularly those backed by the US, which is an important
that Iran is a hostile, belligerent, adventurous nation attempting to export revolution around the region. How do you respond?
Talk is cheap. Saudis helped Al-Qaeda. Saudis are funding terrorists. So they started this sectarian message, not us.
The Iranians say you've been busy supporting extremism. What's your response to that?
Nonsense. The Iranians are the ones who are exporting terrorism. They're the ones who are stoking the fires of sectarianism. They are the ones who have been on an aggressive path since 1979.
From the Iranian Shia revolution that ignited the fire, to the threat felt in Saudi Arabia.
Khomeini described the rulers of the Gulf as being like the Shah, who must be.
A document found by the IDF in Gaza, reported by the Wall Street Journal, reveals that Yahya Sinwar, Hamas's former Gaza chief, was dead set on derailing peace talks between Israel and Saudi Arabia. Days before October 7th, 2023, Sinwar told his inner circle that an extraordinary act was needed to stop the normalization deal in its tracks. Arab intelligence officials say that this document looks legit, and it paints a very ugly picture. On October 2nd, 2023, Sinwar sat with Hamas's political bureau and said that the Saudi Zionist normalization agreement is moving fast. He warned that it could open the door for other Arab and Islamic countries to follow suit, which would have been a disaster for Hamas, because what was his solution? Kick off a massive attack that they've been planning for 2 years, something to shake up the entire region and keep the Palestinian issue front and center. With the whole world sympathizing with the Gazans, that makes Saudi Arabia pull out of any ties with Israel. Unfortunately, since Trump's election, it's looking more and more like Saudi Arabia might be joining the Abraham Accords. So the Sinwars are dead, Gaza is a parking lot, and Hamas has gotten absolutely nothing of what they wanted. Sinwar expected Iran-backed terror groups to jump in and turn it into a full-scale war, but that never happened. It was supposed to be a massive event, but Hamas was the sacrificial pawn, yet nobody wanted to play chess after it.